Tim Foy Jr., the 2 seed. Superstar E.J. Tackett awaits all the others, needing one win for his 25th career title.
Welcome back to the booth, my friend.
Great to be here, RP.
It's good to see you.
It's awesome. Great to see you too, as always, Rand. Two-handed young superstar. Great start. Crushes the pocket. Here is Great Britain's Dom Barrett. Multiple major champion, 10 titles. Hopes to bring back the trophy and a big check to England between now and Reno. Starts his day in the right lane. Step to the side.
Yeah. And this tournament started back on Tuesday with the pre-tournament qualifier. Then 18 games of qualifying before the top 24 headed to the best of 7 matches. As we take a look, profile of the great Dom Barrett, Triple Crown winner. Look at that cup wrist, high backswing, and the great touch at the bottom of the swing. Beautiful ball roll.
Changes to the left lane. Didn't like it, that's why.
What was that?
It's a very tough lead.
Bit of an unusual lead, the 3-4-7. Usually see the 6 with it, but you shoot it the same way. Try to cut the 3-pin over into the 4-7.
Clear out the dead wood down lane before Dom goes for this very tough split. You'll see the right channel.
And what's tricky about this is if you try to slide that 3-pin over and you miss the 3-pin, you lose a ton of count.
Three, 4, 7. Tough conversion, 4 stands. Open frame early for Dom Barrett. If any of the pros on today's show bowl a perfect game, everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. So pre-register, visit GoBowling.com, sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion. Early opening for the kid. Can he take advantage? No. Yikes. Split.
Yeah, this pattern's pretty testy. There's a lot of oil, a lot of volume. 34 mils of oil on this pattern. Not a lot of room to the right or left of target. It's going to come down to how the players break this oil pattern down and shot making. Pure and simple.
Quartet, tough one. And the youngster whiffs. A little more RP on the oil pattern. Aiming for the legend Dick Weber, 45 feet today.
And again, the players are going to play the inside part of the lane, but try to keep everything more in front of them. You're not going to see steep angles through the front part of the lane. You're not going to see that. If they can create some friction to the right, you'll see the scores start to elevate.
So back-to-back opens. Now down by 2 pins, left lane for Ryan. That looks a lot better.
As we take a look at Dom Barrett's arsenal, going with Mesmerize. And what a great match these two players had in the round of 8. Dom taking out young Ryan Barnes 4-1 in the best of 7.
Here's the right lane. That's better. Just enough to find the 1-3 pocket. February 27th, 2022. Historic pulling down PBA lanes in Fairlawn, Ohio. Home of the TOC. Dom Barrett knocks off top seed Chris Prather. 210-189 for his 9th title. 3rd major. That makes it the 8th Triple Crown winner in PBA Tour history. Won the PBA World Championship 2013, 2018 U.S. Open as well. Dom's here, Chris Barnes is here, Tackett is here. Pete is here. 4 Triple Crown winners in the house here today in Springfield, Missouri. His trip to the finals.
Yeah, and you can see that last match against Ryan Barnes. Ryan gets in because he was the highest seed in that round of 8 to lose.
Here's a left lane.
And another split.
Big
Wow.
4. Near impossible make here on the split.
Well, it's only been made once on television on the PBA tour. That
And
was
we
by,
called it.
Yeah, that was by Walter A. Williams Jr. I want to say it was in
Georgia.
It was just outside of
Just
Atlanta,
outside
right?
Atlanta. It remains the only Big 4 TV conversion. 5-4-7, 6-10 stands. Another open frame, so some struggles here between these two superstar bowlers. A little more on the top 24, qualifying for match play bracket and getting us to the finals. Timmy Tan through over Kyle Troop in a dramatic finish. We'll spotlight that a little more. Shocking end to that match. Right lane.
Got it up and in again.
That's the target. 3-6.
Avoids the split, just leaving the 3-6. And again, 2 straight, it goes high. If you give up too much to the right, the ball never recovers. A very tough, demanding 45-foot Dick Weber oil pattern.
Great career at Wichita State.
No.
Watch it. Missed the 6. Open frame for the former All-American and national champ at Wichita State.
Chops the 3 straight back. Tough sledding early on here. Match number 1.
4 open frames.
As we take a look at young Ryan Barnes' arsenal, he's going with Origin. That's wide. Ooh, the got back.
Sure did. Left turn, crunches the 1-3 pocket, and shrapnel remains in the pit. What a shot.
So his positioning at the arrows was spot on, but just a little bit right down lane, and it recovered. Had great touch on that shot to get it to come around the corner. Again, the players trying to find a little wiggle room to help get their bowling balls to the pocket.
So all the open frames means we have a great match here. All square. Don Barrett, little off target. Missed the pocket, cleanly gets a break, all 10 in the pin.
Don Barrett, 1 mile an hour slower with his ball speed than Ryan Barnes.
Take a re-rack, please.
He's going to take a re-rack just inside third arrow out to about the 5-6 board. One thing our viewers didn't see as the players were warming up, our leader, E.J. Tackett, using a ball with a ton of surface on it to try to scorch the right side of the lane to have something to throw into. We'll see if it develops.
Trying to carve a path to the pocket for when he appears.
Exactly.
That's way down the road as the top seed. Saw a little more on Dom's great career. Big star from Great Britain. Left lane here for Dom. That's a lot better.
Yes, sir.
Good job.
Great first match. Some opens, Randy, but it's tight.
Don Barrett doubles up, takes a 10-pin lead halfway through match number 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. Lots more to come.
Year 2 of this great event. About 3 hours from his home in St. Louis. Jam-packed house. Ryan Barnes competing in this first match. Chris is here.
Let's go down to the floor and talk to the Hall of Famer and Ryan's father, Chris. What do you see so far halfway through game number 1, and what advice, if you could, would you give to your son, Ryan?
Well, he's got pretty good control of the left lane right now. The right lane is starting to pick up a little early. He's got to make a move on that one, and so coming out of the commercial break, he's going to throw one pure here and get it started the right way.
Thanks, Chris. Say hello to that other Hall of Famer sitting next to you for me.
Great to hear from Chris Barnes. Great to see Linda Barnes here. She told us pre-match she's pretty nervous. Just got here yesterday. They're still competing on the PBA Tour, PBA 50 Tour as well. 19 titles, 18th all-time. PBA Tour history. His son Ryan. Yeah, it's the target again. 3 pit.
Yeah, let's take a look at the young two-hander. From profile, there it is, that cup wrist, no thumb in it. And look at that position, very similar to a Simonson at that point in his approach. He's very steady, very solid going to the foul line. Right now, just struggling on that right lane to execute.
Anyone's match.
Such a great story and so much about Ryan Barnes. Did you know that he didn't bowl from age 12 to age 18? Didn't touch a bowling ball.
Really good basketball player.
Real good hoops player.
Elite point guard.
Yep, really, really good athlete. Then he started to bowl, tried out for the team at Wichita State. 2 years later, he's an All-American.
How about that? What a family, what a history.
Oh, no.
Not the shot he wanted. Again, missed the target. A lot to pick up here, tough spare.
Just hard to trust it to the right on this pattern. Get the ball right at the 3-pin, cut it over into the 4. Ball will take care of the 6-10.
Ball choice. Talking about the ball choice. 3-4-6-10. Really tough to pick this one up, and another open frame. We've seen a lot of those today on the Dick Weber oil pattern. Five open frames between these two stars. Randy, does that surprise you? It's a big number.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Five.
I didn't hear you.
5 open frames. That's a lot.
It is. It's, again, this oil pattern is tough.
By 36, 7th frame. Big opportunity. Whoa, that's way off the mark. Flirting with a channel there.
Did I mention the oil pattern's a little tough?
You just did.
So there you go. I mean, obviously an errant shot, but I mean, this ball is wide right and nowhere close to even touching the head pin. And right now, the players here in match 1 just not executing.
1-2-8 remaining, which can be a tricky cover. Gives Ryan a little life. Dom wants it. Dom's got it. That's important.
That's good cover.
That is the clean wipe presented by Dude Wipes. 1-2-8. And critical timing as well, this stage of the match. Keep him in command by 23. Works on a spare to the 8th. Ryan's in trouble. That looked good.
And a really good shot coming off of that toss on the right lane where he missed right white. Typically, if there's an overcompensation, you would think the next shot, well, it's not going to the right, so the players tend to miss left. That shot was perfect for Dom Barrett.
Ball change.
Yes, sir. Road warrior for young Ryan Barnes.
Siwada struggling for the first choice. That's high again. And got a break, just the 3-pin up for him. 6-10 go down late.
Ryan Barnes has not missed a cut this season. The only one he did miss was the USBC United States Open. But he is perfect on all PBA events to start 2025.
Young star in the making, no doubt, even if this match doesn't go his way. Second time on TV in the PBA Tour. After beginning last season in style. He told us yesterday he's learned a lot of subtle things from his parents. They are rooming on the road, he and Dad. That's been a pretty cool experience.
Well, depends on who you ask.
They both had fun with it. Good dad-son time. That's off the mark again. Just can't find that pocket.
Yeah, just bad ball reaction and bad execution for Ryan. A couple different ways to make this. You can try to bank it off the head pin or cut the head pin into the 6-10.
1-2-4-6-10. Can't get it done again. Fortunately, another open frame for the youngster, just 22 years old. Former Wichita State star.
Part of the learning process.
It is.
Ryan is learning it.
And Chris told us pre-show, kind of on house money as the 5th seed. So hard to do it, to climb the ladder. Dom can experiment a bit here.
15 seconds, right?
He's got this match well in hand.
Yeah.
Tom took a timeout to avoid a shot clock violation. All part of the process for Ryan there on the bench. Watching, learning. Tom's thinking about the second match.
Well, he changed balls, went to a stealth mode, and made a pretty good sized move to the left. Looked like a 2-and-2 left with his feet and his target.
He's just one pin to wrap this match up. Take his second re-rack of this match. 50-pin lead. It's all but over. Had a scheduled flight for earlier in the week. Didn't think he'd get to the show. Wants to go home, see his family. Son Colby's playing some soccer today. Got a couple of matches. Plays defense. So 5v5 on the pitch over in England. Don Barrett, one of the Triple Crown winners. Across the deck there. The messenger does not get to the 10. Of course, one is the man for whom this event is named, PDW. Pete Weber's going to join us in the booth coming up.
Head pin to
FS1.
Sorry, Dave. Head pin to the sidewall in front of the 10.
This one's officially over. Yep. There's the 10 pin.
And Don now contemplating looking at another ball. Let's see what he does. Yep. One more orb. Let's see what kind of ball reaction this gives him.
And you like this, right?
Absolutely.
Fishing, experimenting.
That's exactly what he's doing, everything right. Going to an effect tour. All right.
10-time titleist Don Barrett, Great Britain, is through. Ryan Barnes will finish up the second TV appearance for the youngster. Learning as he goes, but watch out for this flame-throwing two-hander. What a future ahead of him.
Yeah, we are going to see a lot of this young man.
Timmy Tan, big star in Malaysia, is next up for Don Barrett, trying to climb the ladder from the 4 seed.
Wait till you see Timmy Tan's game. It's a little reminiscent of this guy, PBA.
Who's there? Pete Weber. We're going to have him. Event name for Pete Weber. PDW. You bet he's here. Next match coming up. Don Barrett, Timmy Tan, head-to-head. Great bowling on the way on FS1.
Thanks for calling Consumer Cellular, ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction.
Hi, my friend Linda has you guys and gets way better coverage than I do.
Sounds like Linda has you beat.
Not at bowling.
You're breaking up a little.
Are you really ranked #1 in coverage?
Yep. And plans start at just $20.
Oh, we could afford lessons for Linda. You're embarrassing yourself.
At least my phone works.
Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage satisfaction, and right now get your second month free. Call Consumer Cellular today.
Guys, still working, eh? Take tomorrow off. Keys.
Let's go, dogs!
I'm a dancing tongue and I like the taste of chloroform. Have you ever seen a tongue do this? Yeah, help me make love. Give me chloroform, give me chloroform. Everybody now. Give me chloroform, give me chloroform.
Say ah. Ooh. What? Oh. Huh?
Fruit Loops. Find the loopy side.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays because some love a rustic cabin. Others feel differently. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Whoa, it's the Capital One Bank guy.
That's me.
So, what do you do outside of the Capital One Cafe?
What do you mean? No fees on checking accounts and no overdraft fees help me sleep at night. What's in your wallet?
Let's go walking in the city tonight. I'm feeling heavy and I can't explain how I feel for you. You got me dizzy and I'm feeling blue. Like my fancy shoes, I wore them just for you.
A dad and his young daughter.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick. And try new Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
No, I don't want to look.
Erica, used car shopping doesn't have to be scary.
Show me Carfax.
Knowing how a car's accident history impacts price means you don't have to overpay. No fear, just Fox. Say show me at Carfax.com.
There are many ways to dress your McDonald's hot, crispy fries. But which is best? Is it with ketchup? Sweet and sour? Dare I say, au natural? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The game's biggest star looks to shine on basketball's biggest stage. As Player of the Year favorite, Cooper Flagg leads third-ranked Duke against Illinois, who look to shock the nation. Coverage begins Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox Primetime Hoops.
Let's flash back. April 17, 1982. Greater Hartford Open Bradley Bowl outside the airport. Windsor Locks, Connecticut. 19-year-old Pete Weber, 16th appearance of 82, qualified third in the step ladder. And knocked off Pete on-court at 210-199 for the title. This was an incredible finish. Marking the first father-son combo ever to win titles on the PBA Tour. Pete, what are your memories of this?
Wow, dude, I was pretty young back then.
You look
I
great.
knew how to throw a bowling ball like the kids today. But I remember bowling, the TV show. I remember winning. Not much after that, Dave. It was just so much fun.
Tom Barrett knocked off Ryan Barnes, who had 4 opens in that first match, 190-141. Now Timmy Tan has got a great game. Can't wait to watch him in action against the star from Great Britain. Pete in the booth with us. And that's quite a moment on the bench there. Reporter left that one pin and he got the victory.
Yeah, and percentage-wise, the shot he threw was a good strike ball. So.
Pete, real quick question before we get started. Match number 2. How did you come up with that style, that high backswing? What led to that?
Well, I saw Mark Ross shoot 299 on TV. My dad was doing the TV show at the time. When he got home, I said, that's how I want to bowl.
No kidding.
And we went to the bowl and figured it out.
All right, guys, match 2 is underway. Here's Barrett left lane. Perfect.
Well, I don't know about perfect, like Mixer, but based on the scoring pace in match number 1, any strike's a good strike. Pete, what did you take away from match number 1?
Well, during the practice, all the guys were throwing pretty much sanded stuff. They ate the oil up pretty good in the first 10 feet of the lanes, and it seemed like Dom on the left lane had a little problems. Ryan on the right lane had problems because they couldn't see their ball roll real quick.
Here is Timmy Tan, guys, from Malaysia. TV debut for him on the PBA Tour. Lots of international experience. Big star in Asia and gets a nice neck trip.
Well, if you're new to the style of Timmy Tan, which we all are, seeing how this is his first ever telecast, it's a bit reminiscent of a guy by the name of Pete Weber.
Yeah, he got that arm swing up there almost perpendicular. I kind of like that.
He's using 2 different balls to combat this oil pattern. Excel on the left lane, Zen 25 on the right lane.
A delight to talk to. And he's so excited for his first ever show. Look at that backswing way up there, left lane.
And I know the backswing sticks out, but look at how he gets it out of his hand. I mean, his ball roll is tremendous.
Yeah, it's very forward roll. It's very clean off his hand, and that's where you get power, is when that ball comes off your hand clean. That is all the power you need right there. Doesn't matter how many revolutions you have, come out of it clean, it's going to hit the pins.
Two big international stars. Center stage here today in Springfield. Back to Barrett.
That's like a pretty good high percentage hit there.
One of the classiest players on tour, Dom Barrett, just trying to find a way to get that ball to face up. Another light mixer. Both players starting off quick. Dom looks like he's staying with the stealth mode on both lanes.
Big change after the opens to begin match one between Barrett and Barnes. Left line here for Dom. Okay.
Can't really tell if he's dropping that ball or if it's just the bounce of the lane.
Yeah, I don't think he's dropping it. It almost looks like he's trying to get it out on the lane a little bit farther to try to clear the front part. Yeah, it's just out a little in front of him. Even though there's a high volume of oil, the front part of the lane tends to hook here with this oil pattern. Majority of that oil sitting in the middle part of the lane.
Bowlers 5 for 5, guys, to begin this match. Timmy Tan, right lane. Okay.
Wow,
that is wrenching the pocket. Big time strike. Let's take a look at our Bowl TV highlights. Friday night, round of 8 qualifying. Final game, guys, between Kyle Troop and Timmy Tan. All tied 3 apiece. Kyle Troop only needed to mark in the 10th to advance to knock off Timmy Tan, but
that was an unbelievably horrible break for Kyle. I mean, come on.
You don't expect Kyle Troop to leave a 5-10 there.
I remember Kyle Shed, by the way.
That's right.
Sorry, Kyle.
214, 213 win. 10-pin stands. And actually, at the time, Timmy was in the locker room. He thought it was over.
Yes.
Great shot.
Pretty impressive for first time on TV.
So, apparently, Timmy didn't get the memo. You're supposed to be nervous for first time on television. Wow, what a great shot. The pride of Malaysia winning gold, defeating Puerto Rico at the World Cup 2025.
Good job. 10-pin stands for him.
Really behind.
Yeah, the last couple of shots have just come in a little soft for Dom Barrett. This time, 10-pin stands.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to make a move.
I mean, what do you do? Just get maybe soften speed just a hair?
Well, you try and manipulate the ball a little bit more. Maybe catch it a little bit more. Maybe try and throw it a little slower, which I don't recommend the slower part.
You don't like the slower ball speed part?
No, I just because of the lanes, because the heads are hooking so much. He's already thrown the 5-count split, and Ryan Barnes also threw the 5-count split. Or 6-count split, but I just think they need to keep the ball in the line with a little bit of speed.
First non-strike, guys. Fourth for Barrett, now to the 5th, left lane. Nice. Hoping to start a new strike streak here, second half. Max number 2. 15th at the U.S. Open in Indy. Timmy Tan is actually a stage name. Tan, or Tan, depending on how you pronounce it. Churn is his actual name. But Timmy Tan sounds cool, Pete, right? Kind of like Pete Weber.
Yeah.
Nice! perfection for Timmy. Front five, back to Kimberly.
You guys, Timmy has a special guest in the audience today. His girlfriend Casey, who flew nearly 40 hours to be here today to support him, and he says he is beyond happy she is here. He also told us that his two best supporters, Mom Emily and Dad Tan, are in Malaysia watching him now, even though it's nearly 3 a.m. there. Timmy said to us he would not be able to do this and follow his dream without them, and he's beyond thankful for everything they've done.
Nice touch. You got to have the balloon, got the flowers for your girlfriend, Casey. Well done.
I choose you, little dog. Oh, that's so cute.
It's cute. We're all dog people. How about the front six?
Good one.
First ever show. Not quite. Almost left the bucket, but clean stand for him. So the strike streak comes to an end at 5, but still a lead here in match 2.
Getting back to the World Cup team gold medal for Team Malaysia, defeating Puerto Rico in the finals 3-2. That was in Hong Kong. And a huge moment for Timmy Tan and the rest of Team Malaysia.
And he told us, Randy, based on all that experience, he's not nervous about being on TV. He's delivered a great match so far. With the front five and then the spare. Registration for the 2025 PBA LBC National Championships now open to all bowlers of all skill levels. The PBA LBC National Championships has returned to the Chicago area and includes a division for everyone. You can compete in singles as well as optional doubles and team events. You can combine your scores with the pros. Enter today at PBA.com. Second half of our second match, Dave, Randy, and the legend Pete Weber is with us, for whom this event is named, in the booth, joining us with some awesome live commentary. All right, guys. Don Barrett down by 18 pins. I was working on a strike. Cut here to 8 in the 6th.
Nope. Little wide there.
Yeah, probably about an inch and a half too far to the right, and he pays for it with the 2-4-10. Pretty simple here. Just try to get the ball to the left side of the 2-pin, cut it over into the 10.
Very close, but the 10 stands. Tough out of the break.
And you see those great stats, percentages we get from our good friends at Lane Talk. For more information, head on over to lanetalk.com and feel free to download the free app.
What do you guys do in the TV break between the first half, second half of the match?
I try to move around, try to stay loose. The more I sit, the more I think about things. So I try to move around, not to think about things.
It can be tough. It was tough for Dom. With the open, does respond left lane with a perfect shot.
And that's really hard. One of the hardest things about bowling on TV is coming out of the commercial break.
Team Malaysia last month. Randy documented that. Puerto Rico went the distance in the finals. Lots of TV experience. If you go on websites, sports pages, sports entities in Malaysia, he's all over. He's a huge star overseas.
Great shots.
You know, even the first shot when he was light in the 2-4-5, he left. Those are still great shots, man.
And keep in mind, this guy came out of the PTQ.
Yeah.
Pre-tournament qualifier on Tuesday. He qualified 5th. They only took 7 players out of that to get into the tournament proper. A non-exempt player looking to become the first player ever to win from Malaysia.
Breakdown, left lane, right lane. 13 years representing Team Malaysia. Lots of international experience, lots of success. Here's a left lane for Timmy. Looking good, looking really good.
Really good.
That left lane looks like it's starting to allow the players a little bit more room, a little bit more forgiveness. That ball was inside a target, and it held.
Well, sitting on the side over there the first game, I really couldn't tell the positions they were playing. I thought they might have been a little further right. But now I'm seeing what I saw during the week at home. I see them migrate left.
Yep. I mean, and that's the natural transition, right? I mean, typically you see players chasing it towards the center part of the lane.
We'll just keep finding the oil.
Off the re-rack. Here's Dom. That's a lot better. Saturday on Fox, primetime hoops coming your way. Freshman phenom, player of the year favorite Cooper Flagg takes third-ranked Duke in a showdown at the Garden against Illinois. Coverage begins Saturday, 7 Eastern on Fox. Big-time college hoops coming your way. You guys seen Cooper Flagg play? I mean, this guy is balling. Wow.
Gotta have it. Gets it. Well, there's still a chance. A slim one.
It's all right. He threw the one he needed to make Tan show up.
Foundation frame, 30. Needs 12. To try to wrap it up. The dagger, right lane. Ooh. No help on the 7 pins.
Another really good shot.
He's made some really, really good shots for his first time on TV. Thought maybe the nerves would get a little bit more, but now that I'm finding out that he's a great international player, maybe those nerves just don't come into play anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, Pete, still, shouldn't there be some?
I would think there would be some, yeah. I mean, even the ball I threw before the show, I was still nervous.
I mean, you've only made TV over 100 times.
Cross lane, got the 7. It was great to see on TV again. It was a Brooklyn strike, but it's a strike all the same.
Hey, I take them any way they go down anymore. That's right. Brooklyn, trip 2s.
That was awesome.
Still got game, Pete. All right, 2-2 to shut out Dom Barrett and move on.
You still like competing, Pete?
Oh, I still love it. I still love competing. I miss bowling out here, but these guys are 10 times better than me right now, so I'll stick with the senior guys.
Offline here. Oh, looking for help and not getting any help on the 5 pin.
That looked like
arms up.
That looked like they hit Kyle Troop left against Timmy Tan minus the 10 pin that cost Kyle a berth on today's telecast. I think, what did you? Go ahead, Pete.
I think he's got a lot of pressure on him making his 5 pin. Everybody in the stands got their hand up.
Explain what that means, Pete.
If you miss it, you got to buy everybody a drink.
Everybody with their hand up. He's not going to miss it. He's got the 5 pins. He's off the hook, guys. Watch a re-rack here. 1 or 2 allowed per match.
So, guys, because he didn't strike there, Dom Barrett can still win this match. If he strikes here, Dom Barrett will need a double and 9.
But first, a strike on the fill ball is necessary. Family and friends watching overseas, the wee hours of the morning, does have it. Trip 10 pin. 245 up, steps Dom with a chance.
Talk about a change in scoring pace, man. Game 1, 190 to 141. Yeah. This could turn out to be 240 to 240. Dom Barrett now must have a double and 9 to move on.
Does he have the first? Yes.
Wow.
How pretty was that?
That was a pretty good shot right there.
That reminded me of a PDW shot. Got to have one just like it.
The great player that Dominic is, I mean, you know, I met him a long time ago in England, and we've been friends ever since, but, you know, he's like me. You don't give him the opportunity to come back and win.
Guy's a Triple Crown winner.
Yeah.
10 titles, 3 majors, takes the second re-rack of the match, striking 9 for the victory. Required here for Dom.
All about execution right here.
Gotta have it. Does have it!
Tearing the bed. It's like too. You know, that's what champions do when they get the opportunity. They get up and take care of the business.
Nine wins it, 8 ties it. Not much Timmy Tan can do on the bench, but watch. For the win, needs 9. Got it! He's through.
I'm not real sure if he thought he threw that ball good or not.
I think he liked it.
Oh, okay.
Turned away, Pete. Turned away. He's so confident.
For good enough, whatever happened.
Our entire crew. Ryan Barnes, favorite for Rookie of the Year, PBA Tour, has been fantastic. Tom Barrett, better though, in 2 matches, dispatching of Barnes and Timmy Tan. And next up, Tim Foy Jr. from Delaware, back on TV, guys. 37 years old. Center, Cambridge, Maryland. Nice start.
Back-to-back telecast for Tim Foy Jr. He's really found a nice rhythm the last few weeks out here. And Pete, what's the one thing that you focused primarily on when you were under the bright lights?
Well, when I was off the approach, I would think about anything other than bowling. When I got on the approach to throw my shot, that's when I thought about bowling.
Anything specific after we watched Dom throw the shot?
Whoops.
Hit the OB again.
Every time on that one.
You know, when I was off the approach, I think, well, where are we going to have dinner? You know, what golf course we going to play tomorrow on the way to the next stop? You know, anything to not think about bowling. But when I got on the approach, it was all about bowling. Thinking, you know, go through my shot, you know, picture it, do it in my mind, and then get up and execute it.
Gotcha.
Here cover their guys for Dom. 10-pin stands, though. Early open frame. It's Tim Foy Jr.
Now, he's done it a couple times on that right lane. Last game back in the 6th frame against Tan, and here to start match number 3 against Tim Foy Jr.
Last game, Tom 5 for 5 strikes left lane, 4 for 7 on the right lane. 2 titles way back in 22 for him, though. Let's get back in the winner's circle. Told us yesterday it's been long enough. He is ready for victory, and he's ready for a nice shot. Left lane punches the pocket.
Guys, interesting enough, Tim Foy Jr. decided to finish this match on the right lane. Lets Dom finish on the left. Last game, Dom perfect on the left lane.
Yeah, it's always an advantage to finish the match first, to put the pressure onto your opponent if he needs to throw like a strike or 2.
Able to take that left turn just enough, Randy.
That's a huge break. Trip of the 2 when working on a strike.
Lots of regional titles, guys. 2024 PBA East Region Player of the Year. 4 wins, 3 seconds in 9 events. So he's won plenty.
As we take a look at his arsenal, going with stealth mode on both lanes.
But not on the big tour just yet. 2 seed here today. 2-hander back at it.
Oh, another huge break. Kicks the 10 late, only the 2-4-8. Much deeper on the championship pair lanes, 31 and 2, is Tim Foy, then Don Barrett. A good 4 and 2 left. You got to pay this a little respect, huh, Pete?
Oh, yeah.
The bucket without the 5-pin?
Well, less of a chance to chop now.
Right.
Foy Jr. got it. And that, gentlemen, is the clean wipe. Presented by Dude Wipes. Big shot left lane. Nice cover.
Yep, no fear, all clear. 2-4-8 down.
Joined in the booth by Pete Weber. This event is named Year 2 here in Springfield, Missouri. Dom. Right lane.
It's time. Jump over on that lane.
What happened, Pete? 3-6-10.
Well, to me, it looked like he didn't quite project the ball to the right because he was afraid of hitting the out of bounds and leaving the 2-10 again. So I think he tightened up a little bit, and the ball just grabbed.
Yeah, it looked like it almost looked like it hooked early. But I think you're right. It's like you get one shot a little bit too far to the right, and the tendency is to not let that happen again.
All right, guys, new PBA Elite League, Battle of the Brands, pitting bowling ball manufacturers against each other. Season-long competition, each brand a full roster of staff players, but can choose only 5 to represent them prior to each singles event. Cumulative PBA points earned from each team's 5 designated players will be the total score for each brand, event to event. Dom, left lane, you bet.
Right side lane.
Struggled a little bit the first game on that lane, but he changed balls, and boy, he's got a great shot on that lane now.
Yeah, 7 in a row for Dom on the left lane.
Finish, as we talked about, on that lane.
Go over.
Just on the right, as we saw against Timmy Tan. Foy Jr. response.
Wow, that looked like a pretty big miss to the left, and it was. Not sure if he moved deeper, but this is way inside. And as a player, that tells you, well, okay, I missed left and it held line. I've got a little bit of hold now.
I opened my eyes up.
Just last week on TV, lost to Chris Fye semifinal match by 10. Chicagoland. 26-pin lead. Yes, indeed. 28.
We'll tighten that one up just a little bit on that left lane. But he's gotten all the breaks halfway through this match. Kicking out the 10, only leaving the 2-4-8. Tripped the 2-pin in the second. Tugged the 1 in the fourth, and it held line. Everything going Tim Foy Jr.'s way here early in match number 3.
Lots of accolades for Dom. Takes another re-rack. He is not shy in the re-rack department. Foy has struck 4 or 5 frames. Dom, 4-pin stands.
Looked like he made a move to the left there. A bigger move to the left.
Yeah, a good 4 and 2. 4 with his feet, 2 with his target on that right lane.
Single pin spare conversion, no worries there for Dom.
Right now, Dom down 28. Remember his last match against Timmy Tan, he was down 30 after 6. Excuse me, 40 after 7. Came back and won.
Yeah. So you can't just relax now. You still got to put the pressure on.
Family and friends, 7:50 in the evening in Great Britain are watching. Seeing this shot. That's better. He's not happy though. Halfway home, match 3. Year 2, PBA Pete Weber, Missouri Classic. Pete with us in the booth. Dave, Randy. 28-pin deficit RP for Dom Barrett.
Hey guys, you like animation?
Yes.
Check out this animation. Dom Barrett, game 1 to game 3. A good 4 boards left at the laydown, 4 boards at the break, or excuse me, at his target. The arrows, a couple of boards at the break point. And that's what happens as the lanes start to break down. They start to transition. Players chase it more towards the center part of the lane to try to find more oil.
That was cool.
You like that animation,
really
Pete?
cool, yeah. Well, it gives the non-bowler or the amateur bowler a little more perspective on what we're doing.
That's why we do it.
All right, guys, Foy Jr.
Sometimes they need it.
That's right. Out of the break.
Ouch.
Sometimes we need it.
Looks for the turkey. Go up by 38. His 6th frame. There are the max numbers. Match 3 for Missouri today. They didn't really like it, that's why.
Another good break.
Another good break. Could have left the 210 there real easy. You know, the ball just doesn't make the turn.
Tim Foy profiled, two-handed, no thumb. He's got a nice solid two-handed game in that position that we see in so many of the two-handers. We saw it match number 1 with Ryan Barnes and that big upper body lean. And they have to do that to get the ball to the foul line, to get the ball into the ground.
You know, I noticed with Ryan too, sometimes he just gets a little too far forward, and it's really, you know, it's hard to let the ball go.
He's going to be good, though.
Oh, yeah.
Road to TV.
Yeah, pretty easy road for Tim, only losing 1 game in his 2 matches.
Not bad. Left lane. You bet.
You know, we talk about him getting a couple good breaks, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. And obviously, to win out here, you got to have some things go your way. But it's not like he's throwing it all over the building. He's making pretty good shots.
No, he is. He's keeping the ball in the pocket and to the right of it. So, you know, fortunate breaking up the 2-4-8-10.
Yep.
You know, that could have been a big
2-4-8-10, 2-10.
Yeah. And it could have been a big change right now. It could be like an even match.
Now, Dom, with 2 strikes here in the 7th and 8th, can cut the deficit to 7.
Moment of the match for him. Critical. 2 shots on the way. There's 1.
Oh, kick save and a beauty on the 10-pin, Pete. Pete Weber made a living having that 6-pin go to the sidewall and snapping the 10 out. Watch it. 2nd pin from the right. Take that, 10-pin.
I remember when I used to be able to do that. And every once in a while now, but, you know, that's why these guys are good. They can do that. Get that ball to finish and hit the pins hard.
Strike breakdown there, Pete. There you see it. Re-rack Barrett.
It's pretty much lined up on that left lane.
Big shot here, guys.
Caught at the 7. Left lane really wants this one. Has it! 10 again.
And yet, that's what you have to do. Put pressure on Tim Foy. Dom still giving himself a chance. But what a beauty this is. I don't know, Pete. Does that ball roll look a little similar to yours? He's got some nice side rotation going there.
Yes, he does. He's probably a little more old school than people think he is because he gets around the side of the ball. He can make it finish when other guys can't.
Ties off by 17.
Slow down, Timothy.
Yeah, I was just going to say it looked fast. I talked to him about last week when he had that crucial bad shot late in the match against Chris Vai. He said, you know, I just hadn't been in that situation before, and I just got ahead of myself. And that's the tendency, right? Get a little quick, get a little amped up, get a little fast.
Absolutely, get a little quicker. You know, especially when you know you're ahead, and you get a little more relaxed. You know, and now we're to a pretty even match again. And I just think if he didn't break the 2-4-8-10 up and the 2-10, Dominic's got probably a 10 to 15 pin lead.
Foundation frame works on a spare. The 9th, wow.
You could even tell on that shot that it was a little slower with his speed.
Well, kind of the same scenario we had in our previous match. Don Barrett in position now to throw 3 strikes and 8 to move on to the title match against E.J. Tackett.
For the lead. Comes back, Pete. And tattoos that 1-3 pocket.
Looked like I took a little big bounce to the right there.
He put some good stuff on this shot. Look at that hand.
He caught that one.
Look at that hand flip around the side of it. That was dirty.
He did too, Randy. He came right around that side of the ball. He said, this ball is not going light.
That's what Dom needs. Shout out Tim Foy Jr. Had that great run last week in Chicago. Beat Matt Ogle, Sean Rash, and that's they lost to the 2 seed Chris Vine. Left lane. He's been so good. Continues to go. Look out.
Hold on, baby. Hold on. Oh, man. Here we are again with Don Barrett. Check out the hand again. Pete and I are talking about that hand rotating around the side of the ball. There's that rotation. That helps the ball float to the right and then come back around and give him that nice back end reaction. All right, he's like, oh, it's a little heavy, Pete, a little heavy. Does he bump it in a board here? Does he bump it in a hair left?
Pete? I don't.
What does Pete Weber do right here?
Pete would line up the same.
Let's see. Oh, how about it?
And the pit again.
Dom is dynamite.
I think coming from 4th and 5th is definitely an advantage because you keep up with the transitions, and the other guys coming on, they only get so many shots
without question.
And then, maybe they got it, maybe they don't. Now, Tim started good, but now he's starting to lose it a little bit.
Needed 9 to shut out Timmy Tan. Needs 8 here on this shot. For the win. Needs 8. Crosses over Brooklyn for a strike, just like you did, Pete, on the same lane.
E.J. Tackett led the qualifying. He's got a higher strike percentage, strike after strike percentage, and clean frames. So no surprise, he was your #1 qualifier and your #1 seed, needing only 1 win, 1 game to capture title number 25 today.
How about that?
What a career he's had at age 32. He can tie the great Brian Voss with 25 titles.
We start the dog.
That's the first time Dom has missed on the left lane in 13 shots.
How about that?
And this 45-foot Dick Weber oil pattern looks like it's loosened up a bit going by the scoring pace the last 2 matches.
Barrett got that. Here's the top seed. Lupton, Indiana. Won in Indy for another U.S. Open title already this year. Hall of Fame numbers. Looking to increase those today. E.J. Tackett's day starts. The top seed. Ringing 10 pin.
Yeah, and that might be the only thing that stops E.J. Tackett is that stubborn 10 pin, but nice opening shot for E.J. The thing about E.J. is you ask the players out here, if you watch him through qualifying, he just makes it look easy, like stupid easy. I asked him in our interview the other day, I said, so what happened last week? You tired, took a week off after U.S. Open win? He goes, you know what, I actually bowled really well. I missed the cut by 13 pins, and I missed 5 10 pins. So I went home and practiced shooting 10 pins for an hour, just 10 pins. Take a look at his arsenal, going with Venom Shock on both lanes.
And sure enough, right on cue, that was a 10-pin. Fired that across lane. A lot of sauce on that shot.
That left lane looks like it's got some hold still left on it. EJ Tackett looking over at Strike Track, looking at his numbers. But the athleticism, the athletic move that he uses in this sport is incredible.
Impressive numbers for Dom, too. Impressive shot. Bump 10 goes down late.
Yeah, his comeback in the last 2 matches were pretty epic.
All the Triple Crown winners. Lots of them in the house here today, RP.
Well, I know he's done it. Him, Dom, EJ, that guy. They're all here.
How about that? Belmo not here, back home.
Excuse me, except Belmo.
Barrett strikes.
Pretty cool that we have 4 of them.
Love that top of the broadcast where Pete got the strike. Here's the opening ball.
Right over 4th arrow. And just splits the 1-3. This is going to be a match. I just have a feeling this is going to be a great match. Maybe not that all indifferent from the last 2 we've had.
Just today gets his 25th title.
Oh boy.
Target that time right down the line, 3-6-10.
Looked a little handsy and a little up the back, which caused that ball to read early. Nice break, tripping the 7 out.
They chose last year, first in points. After winning 5 times in 2023.
Wow. Yeah, good cover. That had some heat on it.
That ball's moving up lane there, RP. Lots of juice. Go to the show.
The Candyman, Maldonado, and then Thomas Kaiku.
In 6 in the round of 8. Talking yesterday with EJ about the drought where he didn't win for about 3 years, and he said, hey, I was bowling fine. I was making shows. I just wasn't winning shows. The difference is finishing on TV, and he's been incredible at that. There's a good shot, leading toward another potential great finish here today.
How about this stat about EJ Tackett in Delaware, our first tournament of the 2025 season? He went over the $2 million mark in career earnings.
Someone had to point that out. He wasn't even aware of it. Pretty good.
His ball rip,
Yep.
Brett Spangler, said, hey, EJ, guess what? You know that you went over $2 million in earnings?
Barrett, 4th frame to extend, does so. Max number is good. This shot good.
The great Brit from Great Britain making great shots.
Don Barrett looking so good today. Want to wish a special 34th birthday to our bowling superfan of Michigan, Michael Barrett, who's watching today. Happy birthday. Go up 30. Oh, no break in the 10-pin.
What a nice shot that was. Looked like it was right on line with the last shot he threw on this left lane. Yeah, it was real good. Just the 10, 6 around it.
He knew it. Look at 10-pin. Single pin spare conversion, no problem there. Reaches the midway point championship match. Tackett down 19, can cut it to 9 with a strike in the 5th. He said to us yesterday, the picture has been crystal clear to him on the path to the pocket. The confidence head-to-head with Dom 2-1 on TV has been through the roof. A strike in the 5th. Yes.
Yeah, he made a big move there on that right lane, jumped in another 4 boards to the left, and just slaughtered the rack. Watch this. A little bit of loft to get it through the front, and then the great rotation and power of E.J. Tackett.
'16, 2023 last year, first the PBA Player of the Year, 5th player to win it 3 or more times. Almost 7, Walter Williams Jr. 7, Earls 6, and Mark Roth 4. Only bowlers to have won more. This guy's accolades continue to mount. Left lane. Boss MD. Bullseye. Tattoos the 1-3 pocket. Those pins have no chance whatsoever.
And with that, E.J. Tackett takes the lead halfway through our title match.
With the turkey, frames 4 through 6. 6th for Dom, works on a spare.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. 7-10 split.
All right. In my humble opinion, it's the worst break in the sport because it's a good shot that could strike. Only 4 times converted on television. Will it be 5?
No.
And again, to finish my thought, it's a terrible break because it's good enough to strike. It doesn't strike, but now you can't convert the spare. It's an open frame.
Come on. Take the timeout, Sonny.
Timeout here. Trying to regroup for Dom. Anthony Nair.
Put that 7-10 in timeout.
Last to do it. U.S. Open Reno in 2021. That's where the tour is headed next.
Terrible break. Shot before it was great. Ringing 10. He follows up with that. Stinks.
Right, 7th frame needs the bounce back here. Comes in high. Will not. 316.
Very thummy.
Big miss left. Don Barrett trying to do what Anthony Simonson did at this event last season, and that's run the ladder. But right now, falling behind to the world #1.
Covers has the mark. Yeah, for sure, RP. The door is wide open for EJ. With his 7th frame, up 14, chance to go up by 24 in the driver's seat. 3-time Player of the Year. Become the 2nd youngest ever behind the great Mark Roth, youngest to 25 titles. Tackett. What a touch. Combine that with the power, the incredible accuracy. EJ inches closer to a championship again.
And then the execution. Up against the ball return, drifts a little bit left going into the last couple of steps of his approach, and then feeds it nicely to the right with all that power. His execution 2 weeks ago at the U.S. Open was flawless.
That was his 24th title and 6th major. Maybe today's number 25. Left lane for EJ with the lob. Go! All of them are down. And the lead balloons to 34 pins. This week, Fox College Hoops Friday tips off iconic in-state rivalry. Number 11, Michigan State takes on number 20, Michigan. 8 Eastern only on Fox. Big Ten hoops coming your way. That trophy, more history for E.J. Tackett, just a few shots away.
Must-strike situation for Dom Barrett.
Go time for Dom. Gotta have it. Does have it.
Yeah. Well, I actually changed my strike on this.
E.J. Tackett already in the 230s by virtue of that five-bagger he has got currently going. Dom Barrett's max score 236. If Dom Barrett does not strike on this ball, it's over.
All right, make that shot. Come on. Get to the pocket.
Got it. All right, chip 10 pin. Some noise late again for Dom. Emblematic of his day. At the end of each match, he has shown up.
And the one costly shot, the pocket 7-10 for Dom.
Jay told us yesterday, I don't come to tournaments to finish second. I don't come to tournaments just to compete. I come to win. Works on the five-bagger to the foundation frame. Looking for yet another victory. Tackett. Oh, 10-pin. Terrific shot that gets no break.
All right, spare here and a mark with good count in the 10th. E.J. Tackett wins title number 25.
No problem.
Uh-oh, Deadwood.
Obliterates that 10 pin.
Yes.
All the way up lane for some Deadwood.
That 10 pin's angry. Came after him. All right, one more good shot on this left lane. Mark and good count. Watch this. Hit it. 10 pin. He hit it so hard that 10 pin got mad and said, "Hey, come back here, mister."
He told us yesterday when he first got on tour, he never thought he'd get to 5 wins, net to 10. Now he's on the verge of 25. That's what he needs.
And hoisting a trophy with one of the most iconic names on it.
EJ looks for more history.
Oh, my
Bringing 10 pin again.
That was violent. All right, spare 9. It's over. Wow. Another great shot by E.J. Tackett. Now cover the 10. He worked on this prior to this tournament. All he did was shoot 10 pins. There it is. Now, 9 is a winner. That practice paid off. Now, one more well-executed shot.
And every one of those 10 pins right on the screws.
He's taking his time. I like it.
Nine pins for number 25. He's got it! 25 career titles for E.J. Tackett. He has done it again.
Pete, are you ready to do the honors with that trophy?
All right, well, EJ, I can't say that I am surprised at this at all. You've been doing such a great
things in bowling for the last couple years, 3 or 4. And this is just another nail in the coffin for you, dude. So, hey, man, congratulations. I'm proud to hand you my trophy. Thank you. Now give it back.
EJ, this happens to be your 25th title. First of all, let that set in for a second, but it also happens to be named after your friend, someone you call an icon in this sport. What does that mean to you that this is your 25th?
You know, outside of major championships, this is in line behind those. Sorry, Pete, you lost out to the majors, but this is a trophy that, I said it earlier this week, that in 20 or 30 years from now, it's going to be really cool because it says PDW on it. How cool is that?
It is so cool. And how cool is it that he's actually here with you when you won this?
It's unbelievable. I'm glad that he's able to be here, and I hope we continue to have this event, and Pete continued to be around for it.
Pete, why don't you come back over here, because I know that you're going to sign this trophy for him, but I got to ask you, this guy, he called you an icon in the sport, and you said you are in awe of him and the things that he has done. Why is that? What is so special about this guy right here?
Just the way he's bowling, you know. It's every guy's dream to be the best at what you do. And right now, EJ is the best at what he does, and you can't beat him. So it's awesome. It's awesome to watch.
Well, you know exactly what that is like. Congratulations to you, and why don't you go ahead and sign that trophy for him?
We start the moment of the match, brought to you by Pilgrim's. Chicken can be boring, but Pilgrim's is turning chicken nuggets upside down. I love it, you love it. Put it in a nugget. Two bowling superstars, Randy. Wow, quite an embrace. And EJ has done it again, 25 career wins.
He's the best with or without a thumb. Hands down, incredible. His execution the last 2 wins, it's just an elite level. It's what you dream of as a professional bowler, and being able to pry it off and being able to make the shots when you need them for wins. And that's exactly what EJ Tackett's doing.
Already 2 titles, already another U.S. Open. This guy's thinking about maybe another Player of the Year. Reminder, our PBA Tour coverage continues in 2 weeks, Sunday, March 2nd, FS1 1 Eastern. PBA Roth Holman Doubles Championship from Vallejo Vernon Hills in Vernon Hills, Illinois. Coming up next, Big East basketball. 24th ranked Creighton travels to the Garden to take on number 9 St. John's in the Big East now for Randy Peterson. Pete Weber did such a great job in the booth with us. Kimberly Pressler and the entire crew. It's Dave Ryan saying so long from Springfield, Missouri. You've been watching the PBA on FS1. What a moment for EJ Tackett. 25 career wins.